bag going through campus? No, we're not talking about white Converse, Tinder, or longboards, and we're not talking about fostering puppies either. We're talking about the Pecha Kucha, and while it may be new to campus, it's actually been in existence for a while. Today we'll be giving a Pecha Kucha on how to have an effective Pecha Kucha. We'll focus on what it is, tips and tricks, and more. So the Pecha Kucha is a Japanese term that means chitter chatter. It is a style presentation that consists of 20 slides by 20 seconds, making it a 6-minute and 40-second presentation. The purpose of the Pecha Kucha is to give a concise presentation that focuses on subject matter rather than on text. It was created in Tokyo by Astrid Klein and Mark Dytham. They are two architects who wanted to bring architects together so that they could share their work in an effective and yet informal manner. This prevents presenters from spending too much on one slide or one piece so that everyone can share their work together collaboratively. It is started and used in professional settings, but it is broadened to academia. Although it started in Japan, today it's used in more than 900 cities worldwide. Therefore, it's instrumental for learning this type of presentation for professional development and for team building.
So as Alex mentioned, this presentation is composed of 20 slides of 20 seconds each. So the first step to starting your Pecha Kucha is learning how to set that timer. So you'll open up PowerPoint, which looks like this, and it'll be the same for Mac and PC, and then you'll go to the Transitions tab. And under that Transitions tab, there's another section, and it says Advanced Slides section. So you have a bunch of different options here, but the only one that really matters and that you really need to pay attention to is this section on mouse click. So that's automatically going to be checked when you open it, so you want to uncheck that, and from there go to the After section and set that timer to 20 seconds, and that'll set up your presentation and the flow of it for the rest of the Pecha Kucha. So the next thing to do is set a blueprint for your speech. So just like a contractor has to have a blueprint for a building before they build it, your speech should be no different. You should have an outline that goes through all of your ideas and your themes so that when you go to create the speech, you already have something to pull from and you already have an organization that makes sense. And this also goes into this idea of creating a central theme. So lay the foundation. Give yourself a tool to go through the speech and kind of give your audience something to latch onto. So whether that's explaining a theory through the lens of a movie or a sport, creatively implementing themes can make your presentation, take it from a decrepit shack to a skyscraper. And that really improves the way that your speech flows.
Right, and so after you figure out what your central theme is, it's important to start focusing on your research. And so your research it acts as the metaphorical pillars for your skyscraper or your speech. And so it's really important that you're using the proper materials for these pillars. And the way that you can do that during research is by checking the credentials of your authors and your scholars. And after that, you can focus on creating your VAs or your visual aids. And remember that the Pecha Kucha was originally created to showcase architectural design, so you're probably not going to have as much text on your Pecha Kucha as you would pictures or visual aids. Make sure that your pictures are adding to your speech, not detracting from it. And then, with that being said, it's really important that the content on your slide isn't too much. Remember, you only have 20 seconds per slide, so just like with your visual aids, make sure that your information is relevant. That way it's easy to make your slides timely, concise, and effective. And after that, the final step is to actually practice. The Pecha Kucha is deceptively straightforward, however, making it seem like you can probably do it the night before, but that's definitely not the case, especially when you're in a group where one individual mistake could throw off the pace for the rest of the group presentation.
So, if you make a mistake, keep going. The timer waits for no one, and neither should you. This holds true during practice and during the actual presentation. So practice through your entire PowerPoint and then go back and fix the mistakes that you've made, if you've made them. Learn how to work through your mistakes, because during the presentation, whether you like it or not, something might not match up. So to help with this, keep a similar word count, and this will help balance out your speech and get rid of awkward pauses. This doesn't mean that you should write a script and memorize it, but rather try and keep each slide a few sentences long.
So this goes back to the idea of creating a blueprint or an outline. So Particularly with the Pecha Kucha, which is incredibly time specific, it's going to be much more obvious if you haven't prepared well enough. So a shaky outline is going to lead to a shaky speech. So make sure that foundation and that organization is really, really tight so that your speech can be really tight and can flow together as well as possible. And this goes back again to the idea of creating a theme. So once you've decided on that theme, make sure you're implementing that into all areas of your speech. So not only the way that you're utilizing words and utilizing metaphor or tools like that, but also in the visual look and presentation of the information.
So once you've created your outline and you've implemented your theme, you're ready for your PowerPoint. So keep in mind what colors, images, and text can you thread through your PowerPoint to really put that theme out there. Remember to keep it consistent throughout. Keep your pictures on the same side, same font size, text type. And so now that you've learned what a Pecha Kucha is, you know more about its history, you know how to give an effective Pecha Kucha, and you've watched a Pecha Kucha, you're ready to give your presentation. So remember, time management is critical during this type of presentation. Really take the time to chunk out when you're going to focus on each part.
So what started as an endeavor to share craftsmanship, the Pecha Kucha now spans across multiple disciplines and majors. We see students from communication studies, as well as engineering majors. And although the guidelines for each project may differ, the basics of the Pecha Kucha remain the same. So it's important to check out the guidelines of your specific projects. And the easiest way to get started on your Pecha Kucha is to come to the Communication Center. We're in SSC, right past Dunkin' Donuts. We can help you with anything from finalizing your outline to putting the finishing touches on your speech. So go online to our website and make an appointment today.